Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and thanks for joining me for another digital scrapbooking process video. Today I'm going to be scrapping some selfies that I took, and I'm going to be using a kit by Kristin Cronin-Barrow called She is Fierce. Actually, I'm using the bundle which has the journal cards with it. So I'm starting out with a blank canvas, and immediately my eyes were drawn to the really bold black and white stripe paper that's in this kit. And so that's what I started with. And I done some photo processing, kind of like a creamy black and white on the two photos. And I'm going to place them vertically along the right edge. And then I use a champagne kind of colored bokeh paper, and I kind of mat that, pull that down so you can still see the striped paper. And then I'm going to start adding some word art, word strips, which are just like one of my favorite things to add. So, excuse me, the layout is gonna end up being called Fierce and Strong, and I would have to say that for a very long time in my life I thought that I was weak because I cried a lot and I was not wear my heart on my sleeve and, tell people how I feel, and always felt that that was a weakness. And now that, I'm halfway through my 45th year, I have come to realize that that ability to share emotion, to share my feelings with other people is what makes me fierce and strong. That I'm willing to take a chance and be friends or, love greatly, and my family and my husband, my children. And it takes a lot of courage sometimes to just put yourself out there and do that. So that's what this layout is about. And for those of you who don't take selfies, I would encourage you to do so. First of all, make sure you're in pictures with your family, but they also need to see pictures of you. And I've been taking selfies for quite some time, and it's interesting to look back and see the changes in my hairstyle or my makeup or my eyeglasses, the things about me that have, gradually changed over time. And I think that's interesting. It's interesting for your kids too to, have those, little snapshots of you and who you were, who you are. And so, it encourages you to take photos. And of course, my favorite is to have the camera kind of above me so my neck is elongated so I can kind of look somewhat less double chinish. But however you take the photos, make sure you're comfortable with how they look, and whether you have on makeup or don't. I have some that I have taken without makeup on, and I haven't scrapped those yet, but the day is coming. So, okay, off my soapbox now. Just make sure you get in there, guys, that, you're recording all these events and part of your family's history, and you're part of that. Okay, so I have added quite a few things. I used the journal card to do the fierce. There was a fierce piece of word art, like a cutout, like the strong, but I chose to go with the journal card because I liked that pop of black right there in the middle of the page. The other element that I absolutely loved was that arrow at the top that has the gold ends on it, the wooden arrow. It's just perfect. So I'm just bringing, some pinks to different areas of the layout. And then I end up adding some like green glittery foliage behind the gold foliage. And then I'm just again spreading out some colors here. Adding a little bit more pink down to the bottom with this ribbon. And then I'm going to add the pink to the top by taking that like paper flower and clipping it to the corner so it looks like it is part of the paper. So I wanted something up at that top corner. And then I tried out this bokeh element to see if I wanted to have that over the photos, and I decided I didn't. And then I try out the ribbon to see if I want to put it at the top and the bottom of the layout instead of on the bokeh paper that's inset, and I decide that I don't like that. So I do my journaling off camera. You can see the finished layout here. Pretty much what I journal about is what I talked about here. I'm glad you joined me. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.